Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today we have something interesting here. This is a 2024 BMW M2. I know you might be thinking, if you guys have seen my channel before, what are you doing with this M2? You already have one. This one here is a manual transmission. So I know there's a lot of people that they're trying to decide in their head whether they should go manual or auto. So we're gonna check out this manual version and see how it drives. This one is pre-owned with only 2,500 miles. You can see the previous owner put on a lower lip spoiler there, and then also this those grill guards so that you don't get any like rocks and stuff in there to like hurt the components and stuff inside, like all the coolers and all that stuff. This one does have the lighting package. This is black sapphire metallic. It's got the red brake calipers. It's a nice color. It's black, so you got to keep in mind it is a black car. The back looks nice. They did a little spoiler on it, so you can see there. We got a carbon fiber spoiler. It looks like it was put on there correctly. Stock exhaust on this one. It does have the carbon roof. I know it's kind of hard to see on black, but it does have the carbon roof. So you can see checking out the interior. I won't go too in-depth checking out the interior because the main focus of this video is to see how the manual drives, but there's tons of room inside. I'm 6'6". I have so much room in my M2. It's very impressive for how small of a vehicle it is. Got these nice screens here. Manual transmission, obviously. You guys can see that. Let's go and hop inside here. All right, guys, one difference I noticed is that this one doesn't have the M highlights on the seat. It has the blue stitching instead, which is a pretty nice look as well. You can see the blue stitching here. One thing I do like about the manuals is that it has this black, like matte finish around the shifter, so it doesn't get fingerprints all over it, which is nice, because mine gets fingerprints all over it, unfortunately. So, because I have gloss black over here since mine's automatic. But you can see the buttons are a little different. You got the setup mode right here, gear shift assistant, right? You don't have that on the automatic versions. Exhaust button, all that stuff is normal. You got the M modes. You can go through the different screens. So obviously you have the road screen and then the track screen, which also changes the heads-up display. You guys can see there. But yeah, I'm not going to bore you guys too much with going through all the features and stuff. Yes, it's a really nice vehicle. There's tons of room inside, even for someone tall like me. But let's take this baby for a spin and see how it drives. Clutch engagement point is nice. Very easy. I only got one hand available, so bear with me. I do kind of want to put the exhaust a little louder because I can barely hear it. Okay, shift's okay. The throws are not like super short, but it feels decent. Car handles amazing. The M2 handles great. That doesn't really change on transmission choice, obviously. It does have rev matching downshifts, which is nice. You guys can see there, that's the gear shift assistant. Brakes feel great as usual. So one thing I'm noticing is that, and it could be just me, I mean, I've driven several manual cars. This one's kind of hard to be smooth with, like between like the gear shifts. I don't know if it's something to do with rev hang or something I'm not doing correctly, but it seems a little difficult to be smooth with. All right, let's go ahead and go in here real quick. See how this turning radius is. Great turning radius. M2 has great turning radius. That's what I love about mine. I can barely hear the exhaust. It's a little confusing when you can't hear anything. I don't know. It's kind of hard to be smooth with this. Still fast, obviously. The S58 engine is incredible. Now, if you guys look at like reviews online about the manual, because I never really was interested in the manual, so I didn't really like pay it any attention, but if you look at reviews online about the manual, a lot of people say like the gears are kind of long and doesn't really utilize the power band very well. Let's see if we notice any of that in this video. So we're at third gear, 3,000 RPM. Let's see how it goes through the RPMs. So decent bit of turbo lag, but it gets moving quick. It gets moving fast. Like, you can definitely tell the power's still there for sure in the upper RPMs, but obviously you have this manual to deal with. Shifter feels fine. I don't mind the shifter. Again, I'm not like a super experienced manual guy, so I'm not like, oh, I know this shifter is better than this one, but it feels fine to me. First to second seems a little weird. No, I guess it's fine. And then reverse, you got to go over like that and then up, and then that's reverse. Yeah, it feels fine, honestly. Steering wheel feels great. I love the interior. Everything about it's great. Now let me go into a different mode here. So let's put our let me put the buttons in a different spot. That's I'm so used to mine. Okay, so let's go to setup. Oh, there it was. And then let's go to Sport Plus engine. And then we can go, actually let's try Sport first. Let's not go straight to Sport Plus. Let's try Sport. And then we'll do Sport steering. There we go. But yeah, I love how this is matte. That's nice. It is a little awkward with the, having to use the clutch and stuff. Like, I feel like my leg is up against the side bolster here. Going into second feels weird. It's almost like I have to like go through like a little like notch. All right, we're gonna try to do like a little tiny pull here, nothing crazy. We'll go down in a second. Traction control's still on, so. Hit the red line there. Obviously, with the manual, you have the ability to do that. It pulls great. I mean, super fast. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's really fast. I do kind of notice that thing about the power band. Like in mine being an automatic, I don't really notice the engine's like doesn't have like a ton of low end torque. I don't really notice that with the automatic. Whereas it seems like with the manual, you kind of notice that because you're going through the gears and yeah, see, that was floored for like almost like 2 seconds and it didn't even take off yet. Very interesting. Handling is fantastic. That is kind of weird. I feel like it's I feel like it has more lag with the manual. I don't know why. Like, I hit my car in second gear every time when I go out of a turn and stuff, and it freaking takes off. Like, it doesn't feel like it has any lag. Maybe the manuals have less torque. I don't know. Maybe they tune the manuals for less torque. I mean, I know they do for the 2025 Plus. Sorry, I'm trying to manage this with just one hand available. It's quick though. Yeah, once you get into boost, this thing flies. You just got to get into boost. Yeah, I mean, if you're a manual guy, I mean, the M2, it's nice that they still actually offer the manual for people that do want the manual. So it's nice that it's still offered. You know, do I think the automatic suits the car better? Absolutely. Am I glad I have the automatic? Absolutely. Is the manual a bad option? It's not horrible. Oh, someone's honking. Not honking at me. Filming with the automatic is way easier. It pulls hard though once you get in boost. But yeah, you do notice that though. Like, I don't notice that with the automatic. Like, seems like with the manual it's more noticeable. Like, I don't notice like a lack of like torque or boost at all with the automatic. But you do definitely notice it with the manual. And like I said, guys, like I've driven several manual cars, so I'm not like new to manual, although I have never owned one. But for whatever reason, this one just seems kind of hard to be smooth with. Now, if I lived with it for like, you know, more than a day or something like that, then, you know, I could probably figure it out or figure out how to make it smooth. But it doesn't, yeah, it's not like extremely smooth, unfortunately. All right, guys, I just pulled it back in its spot. If you guys are interested in this vehicle and you're in the Las Vegas area or you don't mind traveling, it's here for sale. I can sell it to you, get you a good deal. So if you guys are interested, I'll leave my contact info in the description below. But let me give you guys my final impressions of the manual. The manual, I can see why someone would like it, right? I could see why, you know, the motion of going through the manual and shifting gears and stuff. I can understand that. But with this powertrain, this engine, the manual makes it seem kind of like there's like no low end torque. Like once you get going, like it's fast. Like it moves just like a normal automatic whatever M2. Like it's fast once it gets going. But the low end torque, like let's say you shift gears like 4,500, then the next gear you kind of get into it a little bit. It takes a while for that boost to like kick in. Whereas with the auto, I don't feel that at all. If you guys have seen my channel before, I just did the M2 CS DME flash. You can't get that flash with the manual. You can only get it with the automatic. So with the manual, you can only get the LCI flash, which will boost your horsepower 20, but, you know, I don't know. I just feel like this car, the automatic is just so much better in this car, but the manual's still fun. Like, it's cool. The first 2 seconds just kind of feels kind of weird. Like, it feels like almost like I'm going through like a wall. Like, I have to like break through this wall to get into second. The car itself, I love the car itself. I mean, the car itself is fantastic. But just depends on if you guys want manual. And you do get the benefit of having this matte black instead of the gloss black. But if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one.